Joe Biden is running out of options. He can't keep hiding from the American people. That hurts his poll numbers. But he can't keep talking either, because that also hurts his poll numbers. He can no longer talk about Afghanistan, immigration, the economy, abortion, election integrity, or even the coronavirus, which used to help his poll numbers, but now, like all those other issues, hurts them. So the only thing he's got to help boost his popularity is to stoke fears of the sun monster.
For decades, scientists have warned of extreme weather would be more extreme, and climate change was here, and we're living through it now. We don't have any more time. I hope no one, I've been on the telephone or on the road an awful lot between California, Idaho, New Orleans, not New Orleans, Louisiana, but in New Orleans, Mississippi, and, here. I mean, every part of the country is getting hit by extreme weather. And we're now living in real time what the country's going to look like.
Now, wait a second. If climate change is already here and we're out of time and there's no way to prevent it, then I guess there's no point talking about it. So even climate change, that old Democrat boogeyman, even that doesn't look like it can save Joe Biden because it's too late. It's over. Joe Biden cannot even fearmonger on the sun monster correctly. The way you fearmonger on the sun monster is you always say that the devastating effects are just a little bit into the future and we can still prevent them, but time's running out. They've been saying this since the 1970s, and they've changed the specifics about what's going to happen. So initially it was going to be an ice age and it was global cooling, but there's still a little bit of time, but time is running out. And then it became global warming and it's going to get really, really hot, but time is running out. And then it became climate change, which was unfalsifiable. And it's going to happen in 12 years, 10 years. Prince Charles said it was going to happen in 18 months. He said that several years ago. So I guess we're already past the point of no return, according to Prince Charles. AOC is a little bit smarter than the future King of England. She put it a little bit further into the future. So I think we're still, 8 or 9 years away from the AOC apocalypse. But Joe Biden, he can't even do it right. He puts it in the past. He says, we're already out of time. Well, if we're already out of time, then who cares, Buster? Well, Joe Biden cannot even name the sorts of extreme weather that he's fear-mongering about.
Looks like a tornado, they don't call them that anymore, that hit the crops and wetlands in the middle of the country, and Iowa and Nevada, and it's just across the board.
Now listen, I know that political correctness is getting extreme. I know that we're changing all of the words. I just wrote a book on it. But we can't call tornadoes anymore. What do we have to call them? Some have suggested it'll be like tornadex, like they did with Latinx. It's going to be tornadex. No. You just take away all of the vowels and then you've got. But I don't know what is he thinking of? He's not thinking of very much is the problem with him. So the climate change thing is not going to work. Afghanistan, obviously, that's a terrible issue for the Democrats. All of these issues are really not working. One other area where they're trying to fearmonger a little bit is abortion. They're really focusing in on Texas, which they have acknowledged to be the sacrament of liberalism. That's why they're teaming up with the Satanic Temple in Texas. I'm so glad you enjoyed that show. That makes me feel good. Please leave me a comment if you want to say, hey, Michael, I like that show. That was fun. You can catch the whole episode here at YouTube. Or what I would recommend, take out your phone, go to the podcast app, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever you go. Type in The Michael Knowles Show. You type that in. I guess you're probably using your thumbs. You type that in. It might not even come up at the top. Sometimes they like to push us down a little bit, even though it's The Michael Knowles Show. It's a big show, Subscribe, leave a 5-star review. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.